Hey home bakers, Jack here, bakewithjack.co.uk, bringing you your weekly bread making tip every single no wait a minute, that's not right. So today guys, we are making Japanese milk bread. Now I'm a little late to the party because I've only just come around to the fact that this is possibly the best bread around. Japanese milk bread, otherwise known as Hokkaido milk bread, is a little bit different than our normal loaves of bread. This is because it uses a Tangzhong, which is basically a milk and flour roux, or a water and flour roux, that helps hold in moisture in the dough, creating this amazing sort of soft, light, fluffy loaf of bread. It's perfect for sweet or savoury. You can use it any way you like. I don't think I have much else to say about it, so let's just do the intro. No wait, just before we begin, I did want to mention that I've had a few comments saying that I've not been giving the quantities to these recipes, but I just wanted to assure you that the full recipes are down in the description below, and if you want a method, you can always head over to my website. The link is down there as well. Okay, now I think we can begin. So for this Japanese milk bread, the first thing we need to make is the Tangzhong. So place the milk for the Tangzhong and the flour together in a saucepan and place over a low heat. Gently cook the flour and milk until the mixture thickens to a paste-like consistency. It'll sort of look like a thick bechamel. Then, once that's done, dick around with a spatula and the whisk for a bit, and once you've finished doing that, transfer the Tangzhong to a small bowl and leave to cool. Add the remaining milk to the pan that you just cooked the Tangzhong in, and then put it to one side and let the residual heat in the pan warm the milk through very gently. Then, in a bowl of a standing mixer, add the flour, the sugar, the salt, and the milk powder. Then give that a little mix together, and then add your instant yeast. By now the milk will be warmed through, so add that to the bowl along with an egg, and finally the Tangzhong we made earlier. Attach a dough hook to the standing mixer and knead the dough on a low speed for a couple of minutes until the dough comes together. Then knead on a high speed for about 10 minutes until the dough is smooth, soft and springy. Once the dough is ready, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface and work the dough for a minute or so into a nice smooth ball. Transfer the dough to a bowl and then place it in a large freezer bag and leave it in a warm place to prove until doubled in size. Once doubled in size, carefully turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface, being careful not to knock out too much of the air at this stage. Then divide the dough into 8 pieces and shape each one into a smooth ball. So I shape the dough using this sort of flat palmed or claw technique. I mean, stop me if I'm getting too technical. Starting with a flat hand, push down on the dough and then start rolling it around in little circles, slowly drawing in your fingers until your hand looks like a claw. Continue to roll it around your clawed hand, using your fingers to tuck the dough underneath, giving you a nice smooth and tight top to your dough ball. I hope that makes sense because I really don't know how else to explain it. To be honest, you can use any technique you want, but this is the one that works for me. Just practice a little bit and you'll find something that works for you. And if you feel like showing off, you could even do 2 at once. And if you have any rolls that don't look nice and smooth on top, then just repeat the process until they do, just like this one. Then, once all the dough has been shaped, place it into a greased and lined tin. If you're not sure how to line a tin properly, I do have a video explaining exactly how you do it. I'll put the link in the description down below. Place the dough in the lined tin and don't worry about the gaps between the dough at this moment because it'll all fill in when the dough proves up. Cover the dough and leave it in a warm place to prove for about an hour or so, or until doubled in size. The dough should just reach the top of the tin. Brush the top of the dough with a little mix of beaten egg and milk to glaze the bread. Then bake this in the oven at 180 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes until rich golden brown on top and firm to the touch. If it's properly cooked, the bread should sound hollow, a little bit like a drum when you tap the bottom of it. Remove the bread from the tin and leave to cool on a wire rack. You can have the bread just like this, it's ready to go. But I had some garlic honey that's been in the works for a few months now, so I mixed that with some melted butter and brushed the top of the bread just to give it a little glaze, and then I finished it off with some fresh thyme leaves and a good sprinkling of Maldon sea salt. And that's it for Japanese milk bread, a soft, light, fluffy, and dare I say, perfect loaf of bread. thank you so much for watching. If you like this recipe, let me know by hitting that thumbs up down below. And if you're new here and you like what you see, why not consider subscribing as well? Connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and tell a friend about this channel because that would really help me out. I will see you next time.